Hello there. Hope you're doing well, and welcome to this episode on iOS 9.1 for the iPhone 5S. The iPhone 5S is a phone that many still value in today's market with its beautifully crafted design and one-handed nature. It still can be seen all over the world because many have not fallen in love with the iPhone 6 and 6S's bigger design. With powerful internals under the hood, can this phone still scream regardless of what the media says? Yes, it can. Software is really where it's at today in smartphones, and hardware has become almost expected to be good, as phones for under $100 can perform almost everything you throw at it these days. Furthermore, some of you might be interested in waiting for the 7, so iOS 9.1 being the most up-to-date modern take on the software out of the Apple camps, Apple fans, warriors, haters, let's find out if the iPhone 5S and iOS 9.1 will keep the ball rolling or will choke up your phone, forcing you to upgrade to an Android or change smartphones. Let's find out. Let's go. So right away, let's hop over into settings and let's check out the software. It is going to be iOS 9.1, obviously. This release includes live photos, over 150 new emoji features. And let's learn more. You can pause the video right here if you want to learn more about what's in this update. But mostly it's just a refinement of the iOS 9.0.2 that you recently had on your device. So the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and install this update. So we're going to agree to the terms of service. And I'm going to go ahead and install it right here live on the video. It's going to verify the update. And next thing we're going to do is we're going to see how long that it actually takes from the time that you install to actually get it going. So here it is installing, and we're gonna say welcome to iPhone, and we're in, and it took about 10 minutes to boot. Into the boot up test, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and hit this power button and we're gonna boot this baby up, and here it goes. And I'm gonna set it down real quick, and it took about 33 seconds to boot this baby up, so a little worse than iOS 9.0.2, but that was the initial boot. It might get better over time, but 33 seconds is about what it took on my iPhone 5S. So getting into this iOS 9.1 review, guys, we're going to talk about the features. I already mentioned some of them earlier in the video, which I showed you when we went up and down, but some of them include live photos, over 150 new emoji characters, improved stability on CarPlay, Music, Safari, Search, improved performance, fixes an issue with the calendar, fixes some other issues, some bugs in apps and mail results. So overall, it's some bug fixes, live photos, and emoji support. Also, probably just a refinement of iOS 9.0.2. But right out of the gate, I want to tell you it still feels very buttery smooth. Now, I don't have power mode, low power mode on, so this is going to be ultimate performance here on the iPhone 5S here. So yeah, it's running very buttery smooth. So the first thing I want to talk about is going to be the new emoji support. Let's go into the Notes app real quick, and let's go down to emojis real quick, and we can see the one that we all want to use here, and that's going to be the middle finger, so you can flip people off and just piss them off for the day. We all know that's what we all been waiting for right there, and we always wondered, why have they not put this in there before? Because we really want to say this, but you might get yourself into trouble. So be careful with those flipping people off emojis, because you don't want to get yourself in too much trouble there. But it's going to be pretty funny to send these off to people. And yeah, you could change the color of the, skin color, things like that. Also, I noticed they have another one over here is going to be the money sign right there. As you can see, they got the money sign. They got the nerd glasses right there. I didn't see that one before. They have this little thinking very hard, over-analyzing like I do most of the time right there, the over-analyzing emoji right there. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, that's the emojis on iOS 9.1. That's a feature you're going to expect with this update. So just going around the operating system and just, looking at things, nothing has really changed visually, as iOS tends to do. It never really changes, and that might be why it's so popular among some, and might be why some people hate iOS, because they never really do anything that pushes the boundaries. But that's totally a subjective thing, depending on how you feel about that. But going around the OS, there's no new icons. Nothing has really changed. When you boot back into iOS 9.1, as I'm going to show you right here, this is definitely 9.1. 13B143. When you boot back in here, you're going to notice, oh my god, nothing has changed. I can't really tell anything. And nothing really has changed. And the place I usually go first is wallpapers to check those out. And you can see you have the same wallpapers that you used to have on your iPhone 5S on iOS 9.0.2. And if you didn't catch my iOS 9.0.2 review, you can go check that out in the description because I have it down there as well as a whole plethora of other iOS videos on iOS 9, 9.0.1, 9.0.2, 9, and now 9.1. As far as battery guys goes, you can go into settings and you can still scroll down and you can go into battery and they still have the low power mode. They're not going to remove that feature. It's a great feature. It really saves you a lot of battery. But let me know in the comments down below if you want to see a battery test on iOS 9.1. I'll try to push that out. But I noticed just in this little short video I've been recording for about 30 minutes or so. Let's see how long, 20 minutes or so. It's dropped 7% without low power mode. So it's not looking too pretty right now, but if you want to see that video, go ahead and leave a comment down below and we'll get into the battery test in a future video. Also, Apple has updated, carrier activation issues. So as you can see, I'm on Straight Talk. So if you're a prepaid user or you're using a carrier outside of, the traditional Verizon, AT&T, Sprint, and T-Mobile, there might be some fixes here with the carrier. I didn't have problems in the last update with the TracFone Wireless or aka Straight Talk. So yeah, if you have a third-party carrier or prepaid, you're going to probably notice fixes there. And they prevented some app updating things with the App Store. So if you go into the App Store, sometimes apps weren't updating down here in the right-hand corner. So they fixed that as well. I mean, I didn't have trouble with this. So these bugs on these updates sometimes affect only certain users. So if you didn't have problems with that, then this is not really important to you either. So now what I want to do is just get into the ultimate performance ADD test, or, basically if you want to pop things open, you want to see how this thing really performs in your everyday, day-to-day life like a real consumer does. Not all this BS from the media. Let's just see how it performs like we would use it coming out of our pocket. So I'm going to pull it away, pull it out of my pocket. Yeah, I didn't really put it in my pocket. Open it up, and we're going to hop into photos real quick. Now, that little delay there was because I was missing the app because this is a small phone. Settings, go back. We're going to go to clock. We're going to go to calculator here, as you can see. Now, I'm not sure if those delays right there are from my taps or maybe it's a touchscreen issue. I don't know. I think it's because I'm trying to tap it too fast and not really, getting it on there. So podcasts, going back, going into eBay. We're going to go into weather. We're going to come back out. We're going to go into this All Trails app I have here. Third-party app for hiking and guides to adventures like that. So we're going to go back out. We're going to go into the Kindle app. It's taking quite a while. We're going to come back out. We're going to go into this Reddit app right here. We're going to come back out. We're going to go into Instagram here. We're going to come back out. We're going to go into news here. Okay. And as you can see, things are pretty fast. So overall, not much you need to know here. If you use your iPhone on iOS 9.0.1, 9.0.2, 9, you're not going to notice too much of a difference here. Let's go into camera and see how the photos fire off. Okay, so that's still super fast, as you can see right there, blazing right on through, but I do not see the live photo features. I don't know what's up with that. It said live photos, but I don't see it down here. It's usually like a little Target logo, like from, Target, but I don't see it there. So if I go over into settings and I scroll, let me see if I can scroll down. If I go into photos and camera, I don't see the live photo settings there. So yeah. Overall impressions are, it's just a minor update with a few new things. They said live photos, but I don't see them. If I'm missing something, go ahead and leave it in the comments down below where the live photos feature is, because I'm not seeing it on the iPhone 5S. But overall, minor update, just fixing some bugs here and there, little things that are kind of behind the scenes you're not really going to notice. Some things in the calendar, the live wallpaper bugs, some audio bugs, things like that. But overall, I would say go ahead and do this update. You should update to keep it modern and keep it on point. And I think you're really going to enjoy this buttery smooth, up-to-date iOS 9.1 update. If you guys enjoyed this content in this episode, please go ahead and leave a thumbs up down below. You don't know how much it helps out the channel. It helps out the channel a lot. Go ahead and share this video with somebody who loves Apple products, or who just share it to somebody who wants to, check this update out. And subscribe if you're really feeling awesome, because I'm really feeling awesome making these videos for everybody. So I will catch you guys in the next episode. Enjoy iOS 9.1 on your 5S, and peace.